Coach, for that kid out there that's listening to this or watching this that has a dream of playing for Clemson in football and wants to be recruited by Dabo Swinney or his staff, and first of all, you've had great success, obviously, with championships, but really what's been amazing to me is your brand is about character, which is really one of our pillars. But if that kid is thinking about, hey, I would love to play for Coach Swinney one day, when you're looking at a recruit and you're trying to identify a kid that's a leader, or you're trying to identify character, or those intangibles that you're looking for, what are you looking for? What are you looking at to identify that, to try to somebody who's going to fit into your culture?
Yeah, well, so we usually, probably the last 5 or 6 years, we are usually second or third from the bottom in fewest offers. Okay. So we just don't offer a lot of guys. And we have a process that we don't offer freshmen and sophomores. I didn't offer Trevor Lawrence. It's probably why we got him, because I told him the truth. He had like 50 offers, and I'm like, dude, I just met you. I don't even
freshman.
know you. You don't know me. I mean, you don't know me. And you're a ninth grader. Like, can you drive a car? Can you play 2 years of varsity football? What is that? We're offering like eighth and ninth grade. It's just crazy. I don't understand that. And I just put an end to all that. I'm like, we're not doing it. We're going to, because we're a developmental program, and we are a graduation, do we part place. This is not a catch and release. This is a place of retention. And it's always been that way. And that's how we've won. We've won through evaluation, through development, and through retention. That's how we've won here for a long time. We've never had a number one recruiting class. We're usually somewhere between 8 and 15, but we're the second winningest team in the country the last 12 years. And, we've never had a number one recruiting class, but we're second in draft picks and second in first round picks since I've been a head coach for 14 years. So, we've proven that, and it's not that we're perfect and we get it right, but we've proven that our process and how we go about things, because we are a relationship and purpose-driven place. And so, we're very transparent in the process of recruiting a kid. We're brutally honest. In fact, I spend more time trying to talk a kid and not coming. So the cool thing about Clemson is when a kid commits to Clemson, like, this guy is for real, because we've tried to talk him out of it. All right. And he's coming here for the right reasons. Because he's coming here because he really values education. He wants discipline. He wants structure. He wants family. And this is what he wants. And it's really, really cool to see how it plays out every single year. Pre-NIL, we never got the kids that could be manipulated in the process. Post-NIL, we still don't get those. And I'm perfectly fine with that. So, like, for example, we've offered 60 kids in this class of 24. We're second from the bottom in fewest offers. And actually, this team that's below us, the only reason they've offered fewer is because they sign mostly transfers. So they haven't offered many high school kids. So we're all high school kids. And to give you perspective, well, the team that's number one has offered like 480 something. All right. And we've offered 60. So it's a different way of doing things. This place is about, it's about serving their heart, not their talent. That's the whole philosophy of our program here. Is you can't serve someone's heart if you don't know them. So, long answer to your question, but when you're evaluating someone's character, our job, we don't recruit. There's no perfect people, right? Part of our job is we evaluate character, we have to develop character, and we have to also correct character, from time to time. That's just part of what we do. But character is what ultimately allows you to have long-term consistent success. That's just what I believe. John Wooden even said that. He said talent wins, character, it takes character to repeat. And it's this is a program with a heart and a soul, and it's built on no perfect people, but people with good intentions and people of good character. And so being a good player is the bare minimum to come to Clemson. Like, there's a lot of good players. Honestly, there's a lot of really good football players. But then you say, okay, good football players who have the academics that we're looking for gets cut down. Good football players that have the work ethic, the love of football, the commitment, it gets smaller, and so we narrow it down. And then to answer your question, we evaluate everything. We spend a lot of time because we don't just throw out offers like they're hubcaps. Like when we make an offer, we know everything about this person. I mean, we've done our due diligence. We have a whole offer protocol that we're very, committed to, and it just kind of keeps us on point. But I get a report every Tuesday. What is today? Monday. So tomorrow I'll get a report tomorrow. Every Tuesday I get a report of every class of 24 and every class of 25 kid that we're tracking, kind of what we call above the line guys. And it's a whole little packet, and it's got, oh my goodness, it's got everything they liked, tweeted, retweeted, whatever. And I really don't read any of that mess. I go to one column that says questionable content, and I'm looking for a red yes. All right. And sometimes, these kids they're just not aware. They don't understand what they're doing to their future self. And so, the thing I've learned about this generation is, I can meet with a guy, and I've had lots of meetings with people, and I'm like, man, that's the nicest kid I've ever met. What a great kid. He's super nice. And then you go on his social media, and he's a psycho. He's a psychopath, right? Like, so we spend a lot of time and a lot of due diligence in trying to figure out, okay, is this kid a good fit for our locker room? Because it's my responsibility to all those parents and all those kids in that locker room. Because whoever you bring in that locker room, you're sending a message to the rest of those guys that, hey, that's what the standard is and that's what you will tolerate. All right. And so we're and our players are very involved in recruiting. And it's a really cool thing that we have here. We got a bunch of great kids that all have been recruited. Nobody's recruited different, whether you're Trevor Lawrence, Peter Woods, or, the preferred walk-on. They're all recruited the same. I don't have to remember what I told somebody because we tell them all the same thing. And the cool thing is there's a bunch of really, really good players out there that really, really want what we offer here. And that's how we won, with that type of connectivity.